Shout out to Tunes and a Talk, man. Definitely.
E que a gazumba lá vai pela estrada, demandando quilombo, palmares na distância. Gangazumba lá vai alegre. Gangazumba, cuidado, cuidado!
Yes, people, welcome to another intercommunal sound service, Tunes and a Talk. And yeah, man, I'm in the studio today and got a live guest and a great friend of mine. You know, we're going, why, nearly 11 years now, 2009 to what we're in 2020. So yeah, man, 11 years of friendship, musical vibes, touching base, and just sharing the whole, energy. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in the man that referred to as the doctor. Yeah, and there's another story behind that whole doctor stuff, and we'll get into that a little bit. But without further ado, I want to introduce none other than Chima Anya. Step in. Yes. Yeah. How you doing, bro?
I'm great, man. Thank you very
Good,
much
good,
for
good,
inviting
good.
me, man.
And I gotta say, over the years, from the very first, I heard that New Day, project, and I'm like going through. I had to keep the link and the connection, man.
I respect that, man,
Yeah,
because that's
yeah.
kind of rare nowadays, man.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
why I got so much love, man.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
yeah, man, and the support and just the whole creative aspect, the thought behind the videos and the colorfulness, the vibrance, yeah. And you work with some great producers also,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out all the producers.
Yeah,
Astro Snare, Sloan, Soul Chef, DJ Tactic. These are people I've done whole albums with. Danny
Yeah.
Drive Through, Wizard, Tope, Dem Drums. Yeah, man. I like to think I have good taste in music. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love your
Yeah.
show, man, because you
Yeah,
always play
yeah.
really great music.
Yeah,
you know?
respect, man, respect, And just give me a rundown and the viewers a rundown what got you all started on this, whole hip hop journey,
I just gravitated towards it. One of my earliest hip hop memories was Salt and Pepper. I remember being captivated by Salt and Pepper back in the day. In the 90s when I was like 6 or 7 or whatever, and then I just loved it. I guess I like talking. I like funny remarks.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
yeah.
humor in my work.
Yeah.
And hip hop was like the best kind of medium to bring all that through, and obviously it stems from jazz and funk and
Yeah.
soul, which are music that feed your soul, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was just a natural gravitation towards it, and when it's what you're supposed to do, it's what you do.
Yeah.
There's no like explanation for it. It's just, this is how I am. So
Yeah.
and I've been really lucky that I was in an area that I could do it. The internet was, I sound old when I say that, but the internet was just starting,
Yeah.
So I was able to get on the internet, even though I was in, Oxford at the time. I was able to get on the internet and find other people, and learn about something that I loved so much, and, was able to get into it. Because it wasn't always like it is now, where
Yeah.
like hip hop is just everywhere now.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
it was like I was the only person in my school that really listened to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? People used to
Yeah.
make fun of me for listening to it, but the internet obviously made it so I could, I could listen to Pete Rock and like the golden age '90s stuff.
Yeah.
And even though I listened to that later, but it's because
Yeah.
the internet was there, I could go and listen to
grab
it.
it
So.
Yeah.
And then you just meet people locally. So Oxford, that's how I met Astro Snare.
Yeah.
And then Astro Snare, really talented producer
Yeah.
as well. So that album was super dope. And then people start paying attention, and then it just snowballs from there.
Yeah. Because I remember you had something about Oxford, GTA. It was a.
Oh yeah,
group.
GTA. Yes. Yeah. That was it. So that's my first rap group.
Yeah.
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 Me and Ineffable.
You see, I've been doing my work.
Oh man, yeah. GTA was dope. Yeah, so we were really lucky again because of the internet. There was a
Yeah.
website called Blunted, who had a forum that was really active,
Yeah.
and so they got us like a lot of listeners, and we used to do shows, big hip hop shows. So like Beat Nuts or KRS-One, for example. We did,
You did an opening for
exactly,
KRS.
yeah. So when KRS-One came to Oxford, that's why on my first album on New Day, there's that outro, there's that interlude where KRS is, Astro Snare recorded that live from that show. My people in Oxford stick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we were the opening act that night.
Yeah.
So GTA, that was super dope, and like and then my man Ineffable, shout out Ineffable, Insight Fitness.
Yeah.
He's not really into the rap. Well, he's into rap, but he's doing his own thing. But
Yeah.
I'm a musician through and through, so I was always going to continue.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
based off of the GTA little popularity we had locally, people got to know me, and then it's just been like that since.
Okay. And going back to the first album, New Day, because that was also a collaboration with Soweto Kinch.
Yeah, Soweto was on that album.
Yes,
Yeah.
and how is it? Any more collabs since? Or
You know what? Soweto's supposed to be on my new album.
Uh-huh.
He said we're gonna make it happen. He's busy though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and with Corona and stuff. So hopefully he'll be on the new album. He's supposed to be on. He's got the concept. He's got the beat.
Good.
We're just waiting for the verse. I need to hit him up actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I know Soweto because I studied in Birmingham,
Uh-huh.
and Soweto is from Birmingham.
Yeah.
And again, when you do music, you go to the open mics, whatever. We got to know each other. I did a few shows for him. He was actually the person I remember at the time being really happy because he was the person that got me my first gig that paid me money from music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember we had a contract and everything. You know what I mean? And at the time, for me, obviously I really wanted to establish myself in music, so that was very special for me. So that's how I got to know him, and that's how he ended up on that first album.
Yeah.
And which we filmed the video in Bristol.
Yeah.
And, you were in the video, yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
it was
this is a
good,
cool,
man.
cool story. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully he's gonna be on the new album. I'll hit him up again, and
Touching, because if you're seeing this Soweto, you gotta throw some weight on Chima's album, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so man, because I respect him also as a musician with his horns and all that kind of stuff, saxophone. And, so man, and now spanning off, I'm gonna touch on something a little bit more, but when you decide to branch in the music, did you see it as a full-time career? And if so, what did even your family think of you, trying to use this as a career?
I obviously the dream was always for it to be full-time.
Yeah.
But if I'm honest with myself, I never applied myself to music full-time.
Well, yeah.
I never did. And this is interesting until recently.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually last January I resigned from my regular post as a doctor to do more music.
Yeah.
And so obviously there was a 3-month because
like a probation kind of test.
Well, yeah, because I had to do my 3 months. You give your notice, basically your notice.
Yeah.
So January I resigned 2020 to leave April 2020 to do music. I mean, I still do the doctor thing, more freelance now.
Yeah.
But so, and obviously April 2020, Corona came.
Yeah.
So only really, so yeah. So to be honest, I've always been kind of part-time with music.
Yeah.
And my dad obviously doesn't want me to pursue music. My mum is more supportive actually.
Yeah.
And she's kind of believing in it now, and she's like, we should buy a projector to bring all your videos to your shows. And I'm like she's right, but I'm not quite there yet. So so actually it's interesting. I've been doing it for so long, never really full time until recently now, where I consider myself, most of my time is actually more of my time is spent with music now.
Yeah. Okay.
Than the doctor thing, what I'm saying? But I'm still doing the doctor thing, and I'm very grateful for the doctor thing because it allows me the freedom. There's not many jobs where you can do it, and I spend a fair amount of time, like for example this week 2.5 days in the surgery, so that's a significant amount of time. But there's not many jobs that you can do to that level, 2.5 days, earn enough money to pay your bills and support you and support your passion. You know what I'm saying, so does that answer the question?
I get you.
That's where I'm at the moment. So this is my first foray really into taking it a bit more seriously.
And then basically Corona. I can see there was a yin and yang kind of support from the parents. Mom was full on, whereas dad was a bit skeptical.
Dad is still very skeptical. He's still like, why don't you become a consultant? And I'm like, Dad, I am a consultant. I'm a consultant of primary care. But anyway, that's another conversation. But I mean, you at the end of the day, you have to do what makes you happy.
Yeah, and I believe that.
Yeah, so
Yeah, man.
thank you. And I know they're just worried about me, and they're right.
Yeah.
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 And if I was, sometimes I wish I didn't love music.
Yeah.
I wish I could just go, because being a doctor is a great job.
Yeah.
It's a rewarding job.
Yeah.
And I wish I could just do that all the time and
Yeah.
just forget about all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Because this stuff is stressful.
It can be. I've heard a lot of musicians say that too.
This is stress. But it's so weird because when you love it, even though it's stress,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like stress.
Yeah.
Even though this is stress, we spent how long? Like I was like 2 hours just setting up this thing, like what I mean, like.
Yeah. But that's the passion.
The
behind
passion,
it,
yeah.
man.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on that note, I'm gonna take a track from Chima, and catch you back in a while.
Finest ground beans in my cup all day. I don't really care really what y'all say. I be sipping heavy, 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 heavy. Know what I'm saying? Finest ground beans in my cup all day. I don't really care really what y'all say. I be sipping heavy, 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 heavy. Know what I'm saying? She's sitting and sipping, I'm dipping and I'm leaving, cause I ain't got time for coffee, sorry. She's sipping and sitting, I'm dipping and I'm leaving, cause I ain't got time for coffee, sorry.
What the fuck? Where's he gone? What you lost? In the toilet, no? In the loft? Is he gone? What no?
Yeah, I'm gone, girl. It's the shag and go. Last night was magical, but I had to, yo. Don't be dramatical, ain't a bad thing, yo. Just had to take a quick sabbatical. Holler at some other girls that demand them know. Hit the Nanda nose, then a random show. See if she wanna go, flex her dancing toes. Jazz dancing, swing or some Latin flows. On the first date, see how the passion grows. On the second, turn up in satin clothes. On the third, we had dinner and we sat up close. She just wanna get the check and vamonos. On the fourth, you know how the classic goes. Craig David, 7 days, man, them know. Ask her back for coffee and it's on, just don't ask me in the morning. No time, baby. She's sitting and sipping, I'm dipping and I'm leaving, cause I ain't got time for coffee, sorry. She's sipping and sitting, I'm dipping and I'm leaving, cause I ain't got time for coffee, sorry. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, 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 hey. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, 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 hey. She's sitting and sipping, I'm dipping and I'm leaving, cause I ain't got time for coffee, sorry. She's sipping and sitting, I'm dipping and I'm leaving, cause I ain't got time for coffee, sorry. Finest brown beans in my cup all day. I don't really care really what y'all say. I be sipping heavy, 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 heavy. Know what I'm saying? Finest ground beans in my cup all day. I don't really care really what y'all say. I be sipping heavy, 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 heavy. Know what I'm saying? Finest ground beans in my cup all day. I don't really care really what y'all say. I be sipping heavy, 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 heavy. Know what I'm saying? Finest ground beans in my cup all day. I don't really care really what y'all say. I be sipping heavy, 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 heavy. Know what I'm saying?
I love the beats with this one, and I did do the video, and like I've known from day one, your clips always have some humor, and they like even New Day with the ice cream van and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Just give me a quick interjection on the whole stuff behind this, track Coffee.
Coffee, all right. So Coffee, I love Coffee, and this song is actually deeper than it seems to be, because
I get that impression.
Yeah, it's not really about coffee. It's about the irony. It's like a comment on modern dating, right?
Yeah.
So like there became a point where it was like at the end of the night you would invite someone back for coffee, right?
Yeah.
And that was like a innuendo for a one night stand.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I just thought how it was interesting that at the end of the night, when you shouldn't really be drinking coffee,
Uh-huh.
you would invite someone in for coffee.
Yeah.
But most of the time nowadays, people don't have time to meet up in the day for a coffee.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she's sitting and sipping, I'm dipping and I'm leaving because I ain't got time
Yeah.
for coffee.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, it's like, ask me back for coffee and it's on,
Yeah.
but don't ask me in the morning when you're supposed to drink coffee. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
uh-huh.
So that was it, like kind of play on it that I was
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
So in the song, I'm talking about going on a date, and then, you know, there's a little fun Craig David reference of took her for a drink on Monday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Tuesday on the fourth date, you know how the classic goes, Craig David, etc.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was a song about how, you know, dating, I think, has gotten a bit twisted, and it's using the sort of metaphor of coffee and the question about wow, think about that, man. You invite someone for coffee at 10 o'clock at night, but you wouldn't go for coffee with them
Yeah.
during the day. And obviously I like coffee as well, and I have to rap about things I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Precisely. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
it to keep for it to be real, you know what I'm saying? So it is a bit out there, which is why the video is out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the video is just
And man,
crazy.
props to all, you know, with the video, the editing and everything,
Oh,
the
thank you, man.
humor. Yeah.
I have to thank Unit 31 for that.
Yeah. Big
Carol,
up. Big up. Yeah.
because they did an amazing job. Bro,
Yeah.
it was just amazing. I just turned up. It was like I turned up to the set of The Walking Dead or something. Man.
Yeah.
The amount of effort that went into that video, I've never seen, and I massively respect those guys for.
Yeah, because they did Do Less also.
They did Do Less as
yeah.
well. Do Less.
Props, man. Yeah.
Do Less is incredible as well.
Yeah.
For different reasons. But yes, thank you, Unit 31. I'll always remember that day. It was a crazy day. And we have the video there for the rest of time now to
Yeah,
show
man.
people.
So just shifting a little bit, but still about yourself.
Mm.
Now, a lot of people might think when they hear the term doctor, you know, like MCs, you were saying a
Yeah.
doctor in the house, but actually a doctor, and I want you to elaborate on that. How did that happen? You know, just give me a quick overview on the listeners.
Yeah. So basically, my dad's Nigerian, right?
Yeah,
So basically, if you are in a Nigerian family, you get 3 career options:
Yeah.
doctor, lawyer, or accountant.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah.
So I liked science. I'm genuinely fascinated by science. So doctor seemed to be the right way forward. So I was lucky enough to do well at school. I had a dad who helped me a lot. He taught me a lot, and my mum as well, obviously.
Yeah.
So I did well at school. Doctor seemed to be the obvious career choice at that point. I hadn't really thought about it, you know. And I was just really lucky that once I got into it, it turned out I really liked it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm a general practitioner now. I finished my specialist training in 2012, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So I'm deep in the game. I'm senior. That's crazy. Like when I think about the amount of experience I actually have, and sometimes I look at some of my colleagues who maybe have less experience than me, but maybe have more experience than me. But people learn from experience at different rates, you know.
Yep,
And that might sound like very arrogant of me to say, but you have to know yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to know yourself, know your strengths, and know your limits as
Yeah.
well. I definitely know my limits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I need to know my strengths as well.
Yeah.
And I'm a fast learner. That's why I was good at school.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty senior now, and I'm proud of it. And it's a big responsibility as
Yeah.
well.
I know.
You know? And but yeah, so I'm a GP. I love it. I think like GPs, they get bad press because they think, oh, we don't know anything. But actually, it's the trickiest one because you can learn something. You can go so deep into something, right?
Yeah.
You say the heart, right? And learn every little nook and cranny of the heart.
Yeah.
But how much of it is relevant to real life?
Yeah.
GPs are the expert in applying all that science into actual real life. And that's hard because often there is no black and white. You know what I'm saying? There are different shades of gray.
Yeah.
And that's, at the end of the day, that's what you need as a person
Yeah.
when you go see a practitioner. You don't want just some book. You know what I mean? Like, you want some real life stuff. So I definitely shout out all the GPs out there doing a really hard job, really great job. The specialists are really important as well. But don't knock your GP, man. And anyone who's ever, anyone who's ever really needed a GP will know. And anyone who's had to deal with specialists, especially when you have complicated medical problems and across many different specialties, which is happening more because people are growing older and they're getting multiple health problems. But anyway, this is not like a thing about. It's just a little bit about.
We just want to touch on it and let people know, because I laugh to myself at times, doctor by day and MC by night. So on that note, I'm going to take a track from Chima's first album, New Day, and this one is called What I'm Paid For. Have a listen.
I could tell you about the death of a 6-year-old. Body lay stiff as it sits there cold. Parents crying cause the kid they hold will never grow old, never get day goes. They look real hard but there's no one to blame, nowhere to concentrate or focus the pain. Yeah, we know the diagnosis, we know in his name, but I couldn't tell you why he had to go in this way. Sometimes I get lost and drift, and my thoughts get lost in the fog and mist. I start to wonder, does God exist? And if God exists, then what is this?
They could not release this information because it would be terribly disruptive to the populations of Europe and the United States, actually to the populations of the world.
I'm the stranger you trust with your life. Tell me things that you wouldn't tell your husband or wife. I've seen happiness and joy, families destroyed. It's crazy, that's what I'm paid for. People only really see me when they really suffering. I'm doctor, oh yeah, just another thing. The burdens in your heart, leaving tiny scars. It's crazy, that's what I'm paid for. I can tell you about a life of a man in his 80s. Back in his 20s, stamina crazy. Used to tell me about how he handled the ladies. Seen the whole world, he been traveling crazy. Now he can't stand and it's crazy. Lies in his own piss, granddad is lazy. But he barely moves and barely speaks, and his family's still really scared to leave. I mean, for him, death is probably late, but the family want him living in this horrible state. So we keep with the blood tests, antibiotics. No one's saying enough to ask, can we just stop this? Then goes the call, he's in cardiac arrest. The nurse and the sister pumping on his chest. We've cracked his ribs, broken his teeth. Pretty man, what do we hope to achieve? I'm the stranger you trust with your life. Tell me things that you wouldn't tell your husband or wife. I've seen happiness and joy, families destroyed. It's crazy, that's what I'm paid for. People only really see me when they really suffering. I'm doctor, oh yeah, just another thing. The burdens in your heart, leaving tiny scars. It's crazy, that's what I'm paid for. Let me tell you about the life of a man in his 20s. Parents said the best thing's having an MD. So we learning things in the class is quick, but in work sometimes he feels inadequate. Everyone coming to him with a problem, everyone expecting him to just solve them. Even though he can't and his life is stressed, he loves his job and he tries his best.
Yes, and that's Chima Anya and What I'm Paid For, and that's from the first album, New Day. Yeah, man. And as we are on our final bit, closing out this segment, and we're gonna close with 2 tracks, and yeah, the ones are exclusive also.
Exclusive.
Yeah, so exclusive, definitely. So for me, I just wanna say, much respect, and yeah, it was a pleasure, coming, cross path, 2009, from that demo, and I was, doing my radio show, and when I listened, so I'm like, yo, man, I gotta find these dudes, man, and because the work was right up my street, and nothing has changed,
Thank you,
and
man. Thank
yeah,
you.
man, so keep on doing what you're doing, man, and
Try my hardest, man.
yeah, and just follow the instinct, man, because the creative elements, the producers, much respect to all the producers, Sloan, everybody, Astro, everybody,
Soul Chef.
yeah, Soul Chef, all of that, and Unit 31 and all who
Unit
you do the
31.
video with, because I love the creativity, I love the humor within it, but also the message, the subliminal message, and it makes you think. It's like, for me, this group, I don't know if you recall Diggable Planets.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Classic, man.
yeah, man, they make you think, and they come from a different angle, and they use terminologies where it makes you think, man.
That's
and
it,
I
yeah,
love
that's
that,
Thank you, man.
So keep on doing your stuff, bro. And I know we've got future interviews to do,
Of course,
and all
man.
of that. And much respect to your team you have around you musically, plus family. Your dad, your mom.
My
Mrs.
brother, shout out
yeah,
my brother, shout out my partner Chantel. Thank you.
yeah. Big up. So yeah, man. Much love and respect, man. And if anything you wanna leave the people with before we close out this segment, where you wanna say, word advice, food for thought.
I think I love your tagline, which is listen without prejudice. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Don't if that's the thing, don't listen to agree or to disagree. Just listen.
Yeah.
Listen to understand.
Respect.
That's what I would that's the main thing I've learned as well,
Yeah.
because I was guilty, of the same thing, and I feel like we can move forward a lot more. And then this is not some like preaching thing. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, whoever sat down and listened to this, thank you because they probably didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
And they spent some time and they've listened, and they might agree with what I say. They might disagree, but they listen flat. And then at the end, that's how they feel. And I feel like that's what we should do. Just listen without prejudice. That's why I love it at the beginning. Listen without prejudice.
Yeah, respect, man. So yeah, on that note, we're gonna take this time out and close out with one more track, from Chima Anya, and this one is called "Find a Way" and "Find Your Way," and then we're gonna get into a live track, which exclusive for you all. Yeah, man. So bless up.
Namaste and welcome to Nickie's Toolkit, the place, the virtual space where we meet, we share thoughts, we share ideas, we share tools for a nourishing and supportive life, and tools that I have found to be nourishing and supportive for my life. And I want to share to see how best they can support and nourish your life. I am moving today. And as I think about what it is that we're going to discuss this week, the only thing that keeps coming back to me as we are in one of the seasons that we celebrate, however you celebrate, whatever it is that you celebrate. And everything that keeps coming back to me is the gift of giving. And when we talk about giving, when we think about giving, what it is that I think, or what I believe, or what I'm feeling led to focus on at this season, this time when we're having mutations, amplifications, complications, all kinds of things manifesting in our space. And so I want to encourage everybody through the ups and downs, through the bumps and the falls, with the ebb and flow, with the dynamism that is life that we're traveling through, that we're passing through. I would like to invite everybody to join me, and let's put all our energies to giving today. Giving during this season, giving during this time, and as we're moving to changing over from one calendar year to the next, Let us focus on giving ourselves the gift of gratitude. Let us start by identifying the things that are going right in our lives. Let us look at how we can, what kind of gratitude and what are the gifts that we can share with other persons in our space. You know, gratitude, I will continue to reinforce it because I'm telling you, it is such an amazing guide and it's such an outstanding and a firm platform that I cannot highlight enough how essential it is as we travel through this amazing journey that's called life. So I want to invite everybody, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stop right now. What are some of the things that you're grateful for today? Identify 5. And we don't have to get complex. At a time in a space when we're called back constantly, you know, into going back into self and focusing on the things that really matter. What are the things that you are grateful for today? What am I giving thanks for? So I want to invite you in this season and at this time of giving back. Give back to self the gift of gratitude and think about what are the things that are truly meaningful that you can give to the people that you're sharing time and space with. Thank you so much for sharing time and space with me. And I wish you love. I wish you light. I wish you a day, a moment of realizing all the things and all the persons in your space, in your time, that you are grateful for and you should be grateful for. Even the ones that seem to be a little difficult, because there's an important lesson in every life experience that we face. Let us be present and let us focus on the gifts that we have today, no matter the state or the space that you are in. Thank you for sharing time and space with me. Namaste.
Yeah, I take it back on this one. I take it back, take it back, take it back. Yeah, I had to take it back on this one. Yeah, we had to take it back, take it back, take it back. Yeah, I wasn't gonna drink for a month, but I think I got a drink for this one. Yeah, thinking of the things that I've done, can't believe it brought a win. Yeah, I've won. Yeah, I wasn't gonna drink for a month, but I think I got a drink for this one. Yeah, thinking of the things that I've done, can't believe it brought a win. Yeah, I've won. I have never felt more optimistic. Made it through things you could only call sadistic. Happy periods and frequent polycystic. At one point, only wishes was not existing. I thought one more death, man, it's all statistics. All of this is a game for these politicians. But then I thought, nah, brother, gotta find a way. It ain't time for me to die today. You feel me? Hey, we gonna find our way. Find our way. Yeah, we're gonna find our way. Find the kind of day. Yeah, we're gonna find our way. Find our way. Yeah, we're gonna find our way. Find the kind of day. And I'll be telling lies if I said I never wanna quit. See it in my eyes all the times that I thought of it. But the truth is life is to strive, so get on with it. You want an easy ride, cause inside, man, you soft and think, man, I ain't got time for these guys. If they talking things, they focused on problems. I'm focused on solving things. Get the plan working, get my hands dirty. Necessary show up for work, time early. We got roads we need to navigate. Uncharted territory, Google Maps is out of date. But I ain't worried, you're my brother, you're my plan is straight. Work, then you know we gonna find a way. Cause we got all these crazy roads we need to navigate. Uncharted territory, Google Maps is out of date. But I ain't worried, cause my brother, you're my plan is straight. Work, then we find a way, Hey, we gonna find our way. Find our way. Yeah, we're gonna find our way. Find the kind of day. thing right. Let that thing right. Yeah. Let that thing right. Let that thing right. Whoa.
Yeah. Soul's liberation. Check. Yeah. This takes me back, yeah, back to the beginning where a brother's main ambition was to kill him with the spitting. Now it's different. Now I'm driven by the wisdom I've been given, operating in a system where I'm supposed to be the victim. Yeah, I'm winning my own terms and my conditions. I ain't flipping, I ain't switching. I'm consistent and persistent. First rapper filming videos in hospitals in Britain. Mail on Sunday tried to get them, but they didn't. Poor did them. This is war. I ain't seen no generals, a bunch of politicians scared of offending you, scared to do the right thing, scared to make the hard decision, governed by money, narcissism, governed by insanity, the public uninformed opinion. Too many cooks spoil the broth, get them out the kitchen. Listen, basic Becky's gotta go, normal Norman's way too slow. We need people in the know, cause this is war. We suspending civil liberties. History repeats itself unforgivably. And this the new normal, this the new normal, this the new normal. No more seeing patients face to face. Phone or video call, then we solve the case. No more tests, no more scans, unless it's necessary to really stop putting fam up in the cemetery. Cooking every day and it must be fresh. Cleaning regular too, no more dusty desks. Bro, I must confess, I'm seeing benefits that I hope that we keep at the end of this. Making it a point to get some exercise. Realize we're blessed with life and we recognize that the only guarantee is that the flesh will die. We don't know when or why. The new normal. Wildlife running through the city streets. Photoshop documents and conspiracies. Look, if you really want a chance to live, you must adapt to this. Brother, the new normal. We suspending civil liberties. History repeats itself unforgivably. And this the new normal, this the new normal, this the new normal. Come on, y'all, let's rock this. Shout out to the DJs, you know, on this one. It's the new normal, baby. Soul's liberation. Shout out DJ Kid Fury, DJ Asian Hawk, DJ Kim. Shout out Soul Chef Sloan, Clem Beats. Yes. We shall survive the new normal, time and time again. Freestyling off the top, I don't need a rhyming pen. Woo! Yeah, check me out, it's the doctor, yeah? The new normal. Go stream it on all your favorite platforms, baby. That's how the intro goes, you know. This is just a laid back one for my people. Shout out Zaya on the chorus. Let's go. Check. Yo. I'ma make a little coffee when I wake up in the morning. Ain't a hater that can stop me, cause today is gonna be the greatest day. It is so saucy, cause today I got no pressure. Sun is shining through the window, but I'm closing all the blinds because I'm playing my Nintendo. Cause I wanna see how Mario be riding for his kinfolk, princess beaches in the temple. But I'm a saver, no pressure. I've been playing for some hours and I'm spitting fireballs because I'm powered by the flowers. So the munchies sitting and looking for something to devour. But before that, brother man, gotta jump up in the shower, no pressure. In the shower I reflect, this like the only place where I'm grateful for some pressure. Water splashing on my face as I think about the day, how I'm gonna make that pay. Maybe try to lose some weight, no pressure and no stress. I see the pressure today, ayy, but I'm gonna do it my way. I sit and I see the pieces of me slowly fall into place. I see the pressure today, but I'm gonna do it my way. My feet on the ground, I'm ready now, let's go, yeah. So I opened up the fridge, got a wide array of veggies, got some meat and got some fish. Ain't trying to be obsessive, yo, as long as it's delish. And nobody getting ripped, no pressure. See, as long as it's just fair, then I couldn't really care. Too much aggro in the air, yo, it's way too much to bear. I've escaped the dragon's lair, I ain't going back there. I ain't going back, I ain't going back there. Yeah, I'd rather make another song. Could be short, it could be long. Could stop, it could go on. It could pop, it could go on. It could... Whatever, man. No pressure, it goes pressure. You've had your own way for too many days. So now all I got to just say is no pressure and no stress. I see the pressure today, but I'm gonna do it my way. My feet on the ground, I'm ready now. The tension is fading away. I see the pressure today, but I'm gonna do it my way. I sit and I see the pieces of me slowly falling. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no. Chima Anya, yes, so professional. I'm here to tell you, y'all, no pressure, yo. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no. Chima Anya, aka professional. Doctor in the house, soul's liberation, yo. Yeah. Listen without prejudice. Shout out to my brothers. Kechi Anya, Chantal Frederick. Chinasa Anya, Dr. CC Anya, the original. Mariana Anya. Thank you guys. Much love.
I'll come in when I'm ready. Yeah. Ho. I'ma make a little coffee when I wake up in the morning. Ain't a hater that can stop me, cause today is gonna be the greatest day. It is so saucy, cause today I got no pressure. Sun is shining through the window, but I'm closing all the blinds because I'm playing my Nintendo. Cause I wanna see how Mario be riding for his kinfolk. Princess Peaches in the temple, but I'm a saver. No pressure, no pressure. I've been playing for some hours and I'm spitting fireballs because I'm powered by the flower. So the munchies setting in looking for something to devour. But before that, brother man, I gotta jump up in the shower. No pressure, no pressure. In the shower I reflect, this like the only place where I'm grateful for some pressure. Water splashing on my face as I think about the day, how I'm gonna get that pay. Maybe try to lose some weight. No pressure, no stress.
I see the pressure today, but I'm gonna do it my way. My feet on the ground, I'm ready now. The tension is fading
No stress.
away. I see the pressure today, but I'm gonna do it my way. I sit and I see the pieces of me slowly fall into place.
So I open up the fridge, got a wide array of veggies, got some meat and got some fish. Ain't trying to be obsessive, yo, as long as it's delish. And nobody getting ripped, no pressure. Nobody. See, as long as it's just fat, then I couldn't really care. Too much aggro in the air, yo, it's way too much to bear. I've escaped the dragon's lair, I ain't going back there. I ain't going back, I ain't going back there. Yeah, I'd rather make another song. Could be short, it could be long. Could be weak, it could be strong. It could stop, it could go on. Could be pop, it could be whatever. No pressure, no pressure. It goes pressure. You've had your own way for too many days. So now all I got to just say is no pressure, no pressure, no pressure.
I see the pressure today, but I'm gonna do it my way. My feet on the ground, I'm ready now. The tension is fading away. I see the pressure today, but I'm gonna do it my way. I sit and I see the pieces of me slowly fall into place. I see the pressure today,